How we doing? It went offline for just a second, Timnos. We're back now. Well, hopefully this isn't something we're wrestling with the entire show, but anyway... Huzzah! Greetings, champions, and welcome to Mars Guiding Hand. I am Mars, and this is Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a free-to-play, officially licensed Dungeons & Dragons strategy management game from Codename Entertainment. On this part of the stream, we take a look at the latest content, discuss strategies, and answer any questions that you may have about the game. I aim for 50 questions each show. Sometimes I make it, sometimes I go beyond that, but I try for 50 each time. And yeah, we talk about just anything and everything Idle Champions for 2 hours. Get cozy, join me. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna talk about Liar's Night Year 5. Today is weird. I don't know if you've noticed. This isn't a Wednesday. This is a Thursday. Yeah. So this is a Thursday, the 21st of October, 2021. And on today's episode, we'll be talking about Liar's Night Year 5, which has the return of Averin, the return of Esmeralda, and the debut of Brig Hellclaw. Apparently we have some audio issue happening. I really don't know. Oh, I've got one other idea. How's that sound? I physically restarted the microphone. Like, depowered it. Turn it back on. No change? What the heck? It's better for you at least, Lurking Rider? Well, that's nice. Okay. I'm out of ideas. This is a new one. Music's loud too. It's like it forgets my settings sometimes. Alright, I just cut the music by about 50%. Just get that out of the way. Get all this stuff out of the way so that we can move on with the show. Alright, I'm seeing some betters. Lurking Rider says they're hearing out of both speakers. Okay. I'll take it. Yeah, housekeeping. Yay. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get started with Liar's Night Year 5. Now, what I want to hear from y'all in chat... ooh, and actually this would be great. I can go ahead and start talking about Brig, while Martin... I've got Martin helping me, by the way, catching questions and such for me. So, hit me with your questions. Martin will put them in a document for me. And while I am setting up Brig so that I can talk about Brig, Martin, would you please run a poll for me? Chat, I want to know what y'all would like to see for today's show, because I've got like a special 2-for-1 Mars thing going. Well, 3-for-1, kind of? 2.5. I was on the EGS special yesterday with Lauren, and that was a blast and a half. I loved that. It's extremely rare that I've ever had a co-host thing happening. But today you also get a Mars Guiding Hand, and tomorrow you get a Mars Guiding Hand. So we can have a little bit of fun with it. For today's show, I'm gonna play Liar's Night, right? I'm gonna be doing Liar's Night adventures. That's pretty much established. But what I want to know from y'all, and you can vote in chat and set up a poll for it. So Martin, these are the options I want. Event variants as one option. Deep push free play as an option. And farming equipment, like just looping over and over to show like how fast you can do it, like using optimal speed formations. Or 4, because we're capped at like 4 options, I think, for Twitch polls. 4th option is oops, all bards. So I will do a formation using only bards. 5 is the cap? Oh, cool. Well, we're gonna stop at 4, because I think that's all I could think of. So Martin, if you would please set that up, and give it for like 5 minutes for people to vote? That should be enough for me to talk about Brig. Oh, the question is like, hey, what should we do today for the event? I know, the mic balance. I have no idea what the heck is going on with it. It's literally never given me this problem before in hundreds of hours of streaming. Ever. This is a new one. I even restarted the stream and physically restarted the microphone. So let's talk about Brig. Thank you, Martin. Poll is up, by the way, so please vote. Please vote. Brig is a 38-year-old male human, rogue bard multiclass. It's chaotic good alignment and is a support character, no affiliation. 14 strength, 16 dexterity, 12 constitution, 12 intelligence, 13 wisdom, 16 charisma. So, we know that because he's chaotic good, he's good for Mert. You can use him for Mert patron variants. Because he's got 14 strength, 16 charisma, he's also good for Zerial patron variants, so that's fun. And he's 1 point shy on intelligence for Strahd, and 2 points shy on constitution for Vajra. So, half and half for patrons. Not bad at all. Brig's bio reads as follows. Harbinger of mayhem and music, Brig Hellclaw causes mischief anywhere he goes. As a member of the Sirens of the Realms, he's always on the lookout for the next place to perform. He prefers singing over combat, but when fighting is inevitable, he's all in. Together with his Almirage pet, Spiky, when Brig's on the loose, you never know what to expect. His trusty Wand of Wonder could bring a curse or a boon, but it's all in another day's work for Brig. Alright, and let's start taking a look at Brig's abilities. So I started going over these on the EGS stream yesterday. Thank you to anyone who tuned in to the EGS special that we had yesterday over on the Epic Games Twitch channel. It was really fun. We got to talk about Liar's Night. I got to, for my second time ever, co-host a show with someone, and the same person for that matter, Lauren. So I really enjoyed it. But I didn't get to go over everything about Brig, because I'm very chatty. And so I've learned, like, I really gotta make it more succinct if I'm gonna be doing a co-hosting show. Yeah, because I can't just talk about, like, one thing forever. So, let's get through these a little bit more, well, I guess I don't have to actually do it more swiftly than yesterday. Yeah, because I don't have to worry about talking over someone. So, hype! Get hype! Which feels very appropriate for this show, because this show is nothing but hype. Which is weird, because, like, my intention was for this to be, like, a calming, chill show, but actually, it's really just very much a hype show. Brig increases the damage of everyone information by 100%. For each hype stack, the buffs increase by 10%, stacking additively, and then applying multiplicatively. It's exciting whenever you see the word multiplicatively. So, you might be wondering how you build up hype stacks. Let us count the ways. There are actually several. First up, Rallying Chord. Brig's hype is increased by 5 while at least one enemy has been defeated within the last 10 seconds. If no enemy has been defeated in the last 20 seconds, Brig gains 1 hype stack each time a unique champion attacks, up to a maximum of 10 hype stacks. Okay, so as long as you're killing enemies, you're getting hype. Or, as long as unique champions are attacking, even if you're not getting kills, then you're also building up hype. Inspired Bard. Brig gains 1 hype stack for each adjacent champion. He gains... Oh, there we go. That's better. I like this style more. He gains an additional hype stack for each adjacent champion whose listed attack damage is higher than his. So, this is a champion that wants adjacencies. In a Torn formation, for example, you'd want him here. So he has 6 adjacencies this way. Don't worry about the fact that he's on fire. It's okay. He'll be fine. Alright. Moving on, we're down to... Oh, yes, it's time for our specialization choice. So, it was interesting thinking about this yesterday on the EGS stream, because I was learning about the champion at the same time everyone else was, so you got to hear my thoughts live. Backup Singer. Brig generates bonus hype by backing up his fellow champions. Brig gains 2 hype stacks for each champion in front of him in the formation. So this seems like an alternative use for Brig. So he wants adjacencies, right? But what if you are in a formation situation where you're basically forced to have very few, if any, adjacencies for Brig? In that case, choosing his left spec, Backup Singer, might be the one you want to go with, just because, I mean, it might be hard to get adjacencies, but it's sure going to be easier to get just plain having champions in front of him. You throw them in the back and forget about them. Fine. Yeah. Alternatively, Cream of the Crop. Brig generates bonus hype based on how much damage he deals. Brig gains 2 hype stacks for each champion in the formation whose listed attack damage is lower than himself. Ooh, looks like Oops All Bards won. Fun. I wonder, how much did it win by? Because I know they've got percentages. By 20 votes? Oh, sweet. Nice. Well, thank you, chat, for voting in that poll. We will set that up when I'm done going over Brig here. So, Cream of the Crop is kind of the inverse of one of his other abilities. Where was it? Yeah, so Inspired Bard. Brig gains 1 hype stack for each adjacent champion. He gains additional hype stack for each adjacent champion whose listed attack damage is higher than his. Cool. And then his right side spec specialization, Cream of the Crop. Brig gains 2 hype stacks for each champion in the formation whose listed attack damage is lower than himself. So that's really interesting because he's got champions that have higher damage than himself can count toward his hype stacks already. And then if you choose Cream of the Crop specialization, then it's also going to give him hype stacks for champions who are doing lower damage than himself. Which also makes me wonder now, I'm just realizing, Secret Brig DPS? Probably not, but maybe. Anyway. For now, I'm just going to go with Cream of the Crop. There we go. I think you're pretty much going to go for Cream of the Crop as long as you have, like, X number of adjacencies. Maybe that's 4, 5, 6, I don't know. We have people in the community who will look at the math under a powerful lens and be able to report about, like, hey, if you have exactly this many adjacencies, then this is better for you, or this is better for you, that sort of thing. Wow, it was a 48% win for Oops All Bards. Holy moly. That's incredible. Oh, is the music still loud? I can turn it down some more. There you go. A little bit more. A little bit less, rather? Hopefully that's better. Okay, so we have unlocked all of his abilities now. He's at his cap for leveling. So next up is Critical Moment. Brig gains 1 hype stack for every 5 enemies on the screen, rounded up. But this is like when you're at your wall. If you're at a non-boss stage, then the game caps at 100 enemies on screen at the same time. So I guess that's 20 hype stacks if you're in that situation. Whereas if you're on a boss stage, then 1 hype stack for every 5 enemies on the screen. Okay, well, standard boss stages have 10 normal enemies, and then the boss, which is separate. So that would be 2 hype stacks. That's 1 for each 5. So 10 enemies, that's 2 hype stacks. And then an additional 10 hype stacks when a boss enemy is on the screen. Okay, so you would have a situation of like 12 hype stacks in that moment. When you're fighting a boss and you haven't killed anything yet, you'd have 12 hype stacks, not accounting for having any of the other effects, Cream of the Crop, Inspired Bard, Rallying Court, any of those other things applying. So you see he has multiple ways of building his hype. Volume up, increase the damage bonus of hype based on the highest number of hype stacks that Brig has ever had at once. I didn't even get to read this yesterday. The increase is 5% per hype stack. Give me that back. I need my Briggy back. There we go. Almost. Okay, now he should definitely have everything unlocked again. Where's that volume up? There's the volume up. Ironic, because chat was asking me to turn my volume down. Sounds like the left channel is just turned down a lot. Okay. I've never messed with my individual channels ever. I've never had a reason to. And what's weird is it also sounded good to me when I was doing test recordings prior to the show. Yeah. I'll take another look at it in a minute. But thank you, chat, for helping me to troubleshoot whatever the heck this is. But what's interesting about volume up is that it sounds like this is a permanent mechanic, much in the same vein as Morgaine. Morgaine increases like the level of support, like buff that she's giving, based on the highest gold that you've ever had at once, as long as Morgaine's been on the field. So this is like that, but a little different, a little tweaked. Increase the damage bonus of hype based on the highest number of hype stacks the Brig has ever had at once. That's cool. But I do have to wonder, like, is it actually counting permanently across every adventure that Brig has ever been used in? Lurking Rider says it's definitely a permanent buff. It's persistent across resets. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh, and Crazy Mac Captain, no, I've never done that. I've never had a two-person, one-mic situation. So, that's not it. Okay, and it looks like that's it for his abilities. It's very much also worth noting his ultimate, Solo, cranks the hype by 11, damaging and pushing enemies. And if we hover over the description there, Brig performs a killer solo with flashing lights and musical notes flying everywhere, damaging and pushing enemies back with massive sound power. For the next 30 seconds, Brig's hype stacks are increased by 11. Okay. I'm taking everyone out. Everyone sit down. A star is performing. Let's turn off the fast mode Droncore. Brig, showtime. Look at him go! That was so cool. Nice. I love that. Very nice. Oh, I got a whisper from Trevor. Thank you, Trevor. Trevor says, try moving the mic closer. I would love to do that, but my mic arm won't actually let me. This is why I want to get one of those, like, under the monitor arms. Elgato has had these, like, new mic arms that are, like, a very low bar that goes under your monitor. My mic arm can't do that. I would love to get one of those. But every time I go to try to find one, they're sold out everywhere I've checked. I want to see that ultimate one more time. So I am going to use... There he is. I'm going to use this Potion of Specialization. Because the Potion of Specialization can also force your champion's ultimate to go back off of cooldown so that it's ready to pop again. It's a bit of an expensive use for a potion, but... Alright. So one more time. Oh, and actually, let's let some enemies appear. And let's move the top bar away. I want, like, just a really good, clean view of this. Ready? Yeah! That was so cool! Ah, great job, Brig. Great job. Alright, I'll get my speed team back out here, and get Brig back out here. Last thing to talk about are going to be his feats. Oop, ow. And then we can go into... We'll probably just do a Brig free play and make that our Oops All Bards. Yeah, it's got a Thunder Wave effect. That was really cool. Alright, so starting off with selflessness, because he's a support character. He's gonna have selflessness, that's the rule. I sold my soul to rescue you. Wow, that's incredibly selfless. Jeez. Practiced Rhyme, increase the effect of Brig's height ability by 20%. It's equal parts rhythm and rhyme. Roadie Training, increase the effect of Brig's volume up ability by 20%. That beholder can't be there, it'll ruin the acoustics and the venue. And then he's got 2 chest feats and 2 gem feats. So, first we got Inspiring Leader. If I didn't know you, this would be really suspicious. This is the upgrade to Selflessness. And then Harmonies. Increase the effect of Brig's height ability by 40%. You go low, I go... You go high, I go low. Okay. Road Gig for 50,000 gems. I bet this is the one that comes from the DLC pack right now, right? The content pack in the store. We're playing where? That's the increase the effect of Brig's height ability by 80%, and then Roadie Mastery. Imagine a stage here instead of that door, or that orc. Increase the effect of Brig's volume up ability by 40%. So I'm going to go ahead and grab both of those, and let's open up chests so that we can get the other feats for Brig as well. Come on. There we go. Very good. Alright, so, our Brig is fully ready to take this show on the road. I just came up with that. I wasn't planning for that one. That was great. Good job, Mars. Alright, let's increase the effect of his height ability by 80%. And... Ooh, do I want volume up or hype? I mean, I guess I want volume up because that's the permanent one, right? That's the permanent one, yeah? Yes, based on the highest number of stacks he's ever had at once. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, so. Let's kill this. And go over to Liar's Night. We're gonna finish that adventure. Go over to Liar's Night. Alright. And we're just gonna do a Brig free play. So that we can actually play Oops All Bards. Try to like make this a really workable formation. Oh great, and we even have Deacon on the field to start with. Perfect. And just so that we all know like where I'm starting off here, I am starting at 2.31 E04 favor. Give me a second to find it in the list. I kept looking at the bottom of the list, thinking it would just be at the bottom. Nope. Alright. So, let's see. I guess I don't actually want any familiars yet. We definitely want... Oh, we'll have familiars leveling things for us, sure. Let's get Deacon, let's get Brig, and let's make this go a little faster, just not too much. Actually, no, I do want familiars on here because they'll be able to pick things up for me. And, yeah, give me, how about all birds? I like doing all birds. There's gotta be one more bird, right? There we got Crowy out there. Oh yeah, there's tons of birds. That's right, because like I don't have Pirate Parrot out here yet. Actually, that's a little too flappy. I'm gonna put that one back. Let's see. Oh, how about Phoenix? Sure. Yeah, that looks good. Phoenix is a bird, right? Special magic bird. Alright, in slot 4, we've got Halton. Oh my gosh, did you notice? I was just putting out random familiars. And the random familiar that I got set on Brig was Almirage. It's meant to be. Now, we had Calliope for the All Bards formation on EGS yesterday, but I kind of want to play with Keelik, actually. Also, I guess I'm actually tempted to do Nerds. I'm tempted to bring Nerds in because although that's not, you know, going to be a speed champion like Deacon, is technically a bard, and can be a tank. Tank bard. That might be our trick to making this an actually workable formation. Yeah, so we've got bards and birds. You know, when I'm speaking, I can see the levels of my mic. I just don't actually know how to influence each of them separately, but I can see what you mean, Chad. It does look like my left is significantly lower than my right. And what happens if I get closer? No, it looks about the same. What happens if I go on the other side of it? No, it still looks about the same. Maybe my mic's dying. Maybe. How do you access Liar's Night kinetic spikes? I guess this will be the first question. How do you access... Oh gosh. How do you access Liar's Night? Well, if you don't see it in your game yet, close your game and reopen your game. It should be there. But where is it? You need to go back to your map screen, which you can do by completing your adventure. Once you're on your map screen, you know how you see your permanent campaigns here on the left, Grand Tour Zorkos, Tomb Annihilation, etc., 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 etc. It's all the way up at the top. So if you were like playing Wild Beyond the Witchlight or Icewind Dale or Baldur's Gate Ascended to Avernus, you might not see it because your banner is scrolled down. You need to scroll this up. It'll be right at the top, Liar's Night. And click on the camp here, and then choose your poison, and away you go. No bards here, right? In slot 6, yeah, I don't think we got a bard there. Okay. Cirrus, I did actually. That was one of the things that I tried earlier. I actually did try. I physically unplugged the microphone and plugged it back in. Could try it again. Yeah, why not? Only takes a second. I'll mute myself for just a moment. Okay. Nope, looks like it's still doing the same thing. Darn. Looks like we have a sound engineer in chat. We should talk. I'm always paranoid about my sound issues. It's the one thing I never really feel completely confident about. I just always assume there's something going wrong with my sound. Alright, we got Freely out here because I feel like people tend to forget, but Freely is actually a bard. Bard Warlock multiclass. Okay, well, we do actually have full adjacencies for Brig in this formation, so I'm just going to go with Cream of the Crop. So we can actually have a 6 adjacency spot for Brig in here. And let's get Blanya. They know each other after all. That's only right. Today's tea, by the way, it's a long time. I usually don't make you all wait that long to actually talk about it. Today's tea is Bard's Blend by Friday afternoon because I thought that would be very fitting. It's very smooth. I know I say it a lot, but that's because I like smooth teas, so I go out of my way to find them. Oh, that's weird. There's Birdsong. Birdsong will probably be our DPS here. Okay. Yeah, I love doing themed teas whenever possible. It's just not always possible. So, Baby League has a question. Is this a special episode or a new time? It's not a permanently new time. It's just a special episode for this week, and for, we have one tomorrow as well. I have a special, additional episodes of Guiding Hand today and tomorrow. So that's what you're getting right now. Oh yes, Eliwick. Of course we have to bring in Eliwick. Of course we do. Oh yeah, that's actually going to be a good spot for Paulton right there. Or right here. Either one of those. Okay. Secret Sublime. Are Brig and Esmeralda any good? I think Brig is pretty good. But I need to couch that. I have yet to do any kind of a deep push with Brig. That's kind of what this is, actually. What you're watching is me trying to go as far as I can with an all-bards formation, as wacky as that sounds, because it's fun, and I like having fun when I play video games. But is he, like, let's say, numerically competitive against other champions in his slot, or other support champions that you might choose to use? I don't know yet. We definitely have folks in the community who run the numbers really hard, and I'm sure by the end of the week there will be a firm consensus on how the community feels about Brig, because that's generally how it goes. But I'm not seeing any, like, red flags, basically, for lack of a better term. Like, I'm not seeing anything about Brig that makes me go like, oh, okay, well, no big deal. I'm not seeing that. I am, I'm hype for Brig. Get it? Because this whole thing is building hype. I think it's really interesting how he has all of these different ways of building up hype. He has, like, I'm not going to actually count them, but, like, five different ways to build hype? Are you killing enemies? Cool. Or are you just having people attack enemies? Cool. Or, how many enemies are on the screen? And is there a boss on the screen? Cool. How many champions have, less damage output than Brig? That's another one. How many champions have more damage output than Brig? That's another one. And then he's got his volume up ability, which makes him buff even harder based on the highest he has ever reached with his hype stacks. And his ultimate, which also just instantly increases his hype stacks by 11. It's awesome. So, okay, we're very early on in using Brig right now, but let's see what it says. So far, he's hovering around... Ooh, yeesh. That just did a dip there. Oh, it's because our ultimate wore off. Okay, so he was in the 30s when we had the ultimate up. Now he's in his 20s. Alright. How's, Oh, is volume up not actually show up anywhere? That would be such a shame. Oh, we don't have volume up unlocked yet, of course. Because I don't have high favor in this campaign. Aha, aha, aha. Let's do this. I'm betting most bards are chaotic. I'm not even going to check that. I'm just going to assume most bards are chaotic. Let's do Theme of Consideration, because Birdsong herself is neutral, so that should be the one for her. Yeah, level 400 for Brig, so we got a ways to go. Oh, we can just put Blanya in the very back. Not often you get to actually use Breaking Out solo. There we go. Okay. And yes, this is a Spinal Tap reference. Brig's hype stacks are increased by 11. It goes to 11. It's more than 10. But why 11? Why not just make 10 louder? This one goes to 11. Let's do night stacks and make sure that she's actually going to be in front. Yeah, so in front. this. Like this. Like this. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Alright. So this is working. Alright. Brannigan asks, how to best use Brig? So it seems to come down to what your formation shape is. You kind of put him in and forget about him, but you need to pick your specialization carefully. Oh, thank you, Lurking Rider. You need to pick your specialization carefully, because if he has a lot of adjacencies, then you should just go with the right spec, cream of the crop. But if he has very few adjacencies that you can afford him, then you should go for his left spec, because he will track hype for how many champions are in front of him. Yeah, Lord Javax, we might not actually get, like, super far in this formation, but that's okay. As long as we can get the full Bard team out here so we can see what that looks like, that'll be enough for me. I'll be content with that. I'll take Blazing Soul. Okay, I'm gonna switch Ariza. I love this outfit. And Deacon. And now I'm going to switch Deacon for the nerds. Because nerds are technically a tank. I had to sneeze. Nerds are technically a tank. And they are a bard. So I want... the bard will always appear in front. Yes, please. I'll take Soloist. Okay. Alright, so... here's the band. There are, I think, like 12 total bards in the game right now, and 9 that you can field simultaneously. That's enough to do a full Grand Tour of the Sword Coast, aka Torm formation, but not enough for anywhere else. So you need, like, one more. We need, like, one more bard in a different slot. So that'll be slot 2, slot 6, or slot 12. And then... and hopefully maybe it'll be a second tank bard. And then we can do a bard formation anywhere. And that will feel very good. I think I'm going to need to switch these two. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So, I think this is my bard formation at this point. Wow. Yeah, this actually looks like a viable formation. You're not going to get incredibly far with this, but, I mean, check it out. We've got a tank. Because, look, tanking, right there. Tanking. We've got a tank with the nerds. They're a bard. We've got a DPS with Birdsong. She's DPS support bard. And we have so many other supports, all bards. Keelik, one of the best healers in the game. And Brig even has his ideal spot to be placed in, which is having 6 adjacencies. I actually kind of love this. I'm going to save this one. Oops, all bards, and I'm going to put today's date so that I don't forget. 10/21/21. Yeah, there we go. Good. So, give this a shot in your own games. Try this out. Maybe don't do it in Brig's own free play. Maybe do it in a different adventure. Let's take a look at what the formation shapes look like for Avron and Esmeralda. Okay, well, you're going to get 6 adjacencies here with Avron, but it's also double tank. Ooh! Oh, that's, this is much more difficult. For Brig. Brig would not like this formation, unless you put him all the way in the back and you went with his left spec. Yeah. Then that would work okay, but it's still double tank, which you could just make single tank by not having a second tank, because you can't with you're doing a full bard formation. We don't have a second tank bard. But you could do Tomb Annihilation and just have one spot missing. Waterdeep Dragon Heist, you could just, again, have just one spot open and have it be one of the tank spots. Baldur's Gate. Now this one is going to be much more rough. Yeah, because you're going to end up with 2 people on the front line anyway. Icewind Dale. This one works out great. Single tank formation, 6 adjacencies makes Brig happy. Nice. And Wildbane on the Witchlight. Double tank. Okay. 5 adjacencies, still pretty good. Oh, there's 6 if you put 2 people at the front. That's dicey, though. Not sure I would. And then, of course, we have Torm. Put Brig in the center there. Single tank formation. It's good stuff. Alright. Let's... Let's check some more questions here. Chappieson123, is there a feat he has to raise intelligence by 1? Well, let's look at him again. I don't recall. I don't see one there. Has one sneaked into the patron shop by any chance? I doubt it. I just don't have a lot of this aerial stuff yet. No. So, we need a Strahd feat. We need a +1 intelligence feat for Brig to make him qualify for Strahd. And a +2 con feat for Brig to make him qualify for Vajra. I think at least one of those exists for someone. Someone out there actually does have a +2 con feat and makes them qualify for Vajra, but I don't remember who it is. Chat, do you remember who that is? I have a vague memory of that being a thing. So yeah, Chappieson, looks like the answer to your question so far is no, unfortunately. Silverian, you're in the adventure to unlock Brig right now. That's instantly your 40th champion, so you'll be unlocking Strahd before Vajra. Who would have thunk it? Oh, that's amusing. Today's tea is... Message of all. Today's tea is... Bard's Blend. Took me a second to remember. Very simple name from Friday afternoon. Martin is my mod right now, Nefzer. Team Eminem. Woo! Martin and Mars. Eminem. And then I will also be modding our shows after this for the rest of the day as well. So, you haven't seen the last of me even after this show is over. Alright, and Predum Nadra, so you want to bring him in at your wall and use ulti and set a high hype mark. Yeah, like, if you're doing a deep push, then just before you finish your adventure, before you hit adventure complete, or even before you switch to like an Azaka farm or something, just bring in Brig, use his ultimate, get his hype stacks as high as you can, so that he will remember it for the future. See, oh yeah, he should actually have his volume up by now, so let's see if that actually shows up here. It does! Huzzah! Okay. So it looks like the highest axe he's had so far is 38. I'm going to put a familiar on his ultimate. Wow, that's actually quite intense when you have increased speed going. So watch out for that if you are sensitive to such things. Alright, still 38. Okay, okay. Cool. Love that you're able to track all of these. Nice. It would probably be it would take some real observational skills. I wonder if anyone is going to set up, is going to figure out like the optimal way to build hype stacks for Brig. Like, if that's even a thing that can exist for him. It would be interesting. What do you call a lot of bards tied to a cable? A barded wire. Like a barbed wire. Hey, Flanagan. It's pretty good. Bad jokes are welcome here. Imsta7352, I'm still new to the game. What's the best way to get big gold find without spending too much cash? Oh, well, when you're early into the game, Jarlaxle is actually really, really good for Gold Find. Jarlaxle gives you more Gold Find the more rogues and drow you have in the party. So, even if you don't have, like, say, Azaka, who is a whole nother, like, level of Gold Find farming ability, if you're just working with the Jarlaxle Gold Find party, which is more for early game players, then, well, you've got the nerds in slot 1. They are a rogue. They are many things, but they are also a rogue. We have Regis or Krydle in slot 2, but I would go with Regis because Regis himself also has Gold Find. In slot 3, we've got Spurt or Artemis. In slot 4, of course, you'll be using Jarlaxle in that situation. Slot 5, Xander. Slot 6, Shandy. Or Krull. But if we're only talking about Rogue and Drow for Jarlaxle, then Shandy, because Shandy's a Rogue. Black Viper. Still a Rogue, so counts. Hitch would be the easiest one, because you could just get Hitch from the newsletter. For slot 8. For slot 9, Drizzt, because Drizzt is a Drow, so it would count for Jarlaxle's Gold Find, and then also Drizzt has his own Gold Find ability. As well as feats. He has Gold Find feats. In 10, we don't have any Rogues or Drow in slot 10. Slot 11... Nope, not that either. Slot 12, at the very least, you would have Archon, who, not being a Drow or a Rogue, but does have an item, a piece of equipment. His slot 3 equipment increases your Gold Find. So, that's one option for doing some early game Gold Find. Get Jarlaxle out there, collect a bunch of Rogues and Drow. And then Archon exists also. Good luck, Imsta. Kinetic Spikes, how do you access Liar's Night? Yeah, so we talked about this earlier. Go to your map, press M on the keyboard, or just end your adventure. From here, make sure that you scroll all the way up to the top of your campaign banners, and it's right at the top. Click on that. Then click on the camp there, this one, and then choose whichever one you'd like to play. And get started. Flanagan, do any evil bards exist? I don't think we have any in the game, right? I don't think we have any evil bards in the game. Yeah, we don't have any evil ones in the game, but I'm sure they exist. I remember in 3rd edition D&D, there was an extremely cool prestige class called the Dirge Singer, which was, while not necessarily, I don't think you had to be evil, it was basically the bad boy of bards. You had all of these, like, really, like, morbid and, like, really edgy abilities. It had sort of an evil theme to it. Like, dark and brooding. The Dirge Singer. So evil bards certainly exist. We just don't have any. Yet? Maybe eventually. Dr. Zedgeketch. Hey Mars, have you done Grandmaster Trials already? Did you manage to kill Tiamat on it? I'm doing Torment this week, hope my team will make it. Dr. Zedgeketch, thank you for reminding me. Wait a second. Martin is telling me that Human is a bard? I thought Human was a rogue because they're doing, like, stealth. Shows how much I'm paying attention. They are! They're also a bard. B-Day! Yeah, I'll take Human over Blanya. That's awesome. Okay, sweet! Yeah, give me Human out here. That's better. Yeah. And now am I getting... Yeah, I'm getting the speed ability. Sweet. Okay. But do I actually want to do... So we do have an evil bard. Yeah, so I guess... Yeah, thanks, Martin. Got my back. We have an evil bard. That's so cool. So we don't have bards of every alignment then. We don't have a chaotic evil bard or neutral evil bard. But do we have, like, everything else? We might. Lawful evil bard. Heck yes! I completely forgot that Human is a bard. I just thought they were only rogue. That's cool. Okay, so which one of these do I actually want? I'll go Yasa for now. Yeah, so I'll just put them in the back. There we go. Okay. Now there's a bard formation. Yeah, I'll take Human over Blanya. Sorry, Blanya. Sorry, Satine. Human's got better numbers. But I have not done my trial for the week. So, hey. Who wants to beat up Tiamat with me? Let's do it. So the highest I have completed is Legend. So it looks like I have Torment available. So, if you have a Torment level difficulty available to play, join my room. Looks like my campaign join code is L as in Lucius, Q as in Keelek, V as in Blanya, and N as in Neris. Also, I've already completed all of my locations, so I'll just take last pick. Whoever wants to join in, go ahead and pick whatever you want to go to, and then I'll take last pick. My only request, don't take Makos. My Makos is very, very good. 77.7% scales increase with my Makos. If your Makos is better, cool. Oh yes, and the other thing is, if you have done a trial with me in the past, please not again for now. Because I want to give, like, as many people as possible an equal chance to play with me. So, big shout out to Billhouse, Lux Veritatis, Mishra1A, and Tycho for joining me on the normal difficulty, Tiamat, last week. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll do, like, a big difficulty week and then a little difficulty week. Big and little, big and little. That way we can feel like an even spread to people playing the game. Yeah. Alright, cool. Whoa! Baby League's Makos is 99.18% increase? Whoa! That's incredible. It's a very strong Makos you have there. But alright. At the end of the stream, I will start that trial. Okay. So, to actually answer your question, Dr. Zedgekej, I have not done Grandmaster, apparently. Timnos, what is the most honorary bard class? I guess that would be a rogue who has proficiency in performance. Maybe Arcane Trickster rogue specifically, who has proficiency in performance skill. That's basically an honorary bard at that point. Snobiger, one of Brig's variants is only bards do damage, so yes, do this on Brig. Nice. Yeah, actually, we haven't even taken a look for those yet. Let's do that. First up, Dueling Bards. This is the low-end variant for Brig. Duel a Dwergar Bard as you chase down a masked man who has performed a daring heist. It's 1,000 event tokens, complete area 75. Brig starts in the formation. He can be moved, but not removed. In each area, a Dwergar Bard appears. The Bard can only be damaged by other Bards. Okay, so yeah, you have to do Bards here. Bard champions deal 100% additional damage. Getting no Brig Hellclaw. Brig wants to maximize the Sipe Stacks. Even surrounded by other champions that are dealing more damage to maximize the Sipe Stacks from his Inspired Bard ability. Nice! So, we're basically playing this variant. just without the additional rules. Discordant Melodies is 2,500 event tokens, Flyers Tarts, complete area 125. Teach a Goblin Bard the right song. A Goblin Bard joins the formation, attempting to try out for the champions, but they practiced the wrong song. Oh no, and prom's tomorrow! Whenever they play their instrument, each champion adjacent to them has a 50% chance to be stunned for 2 seconds. Yikes. Enemies deal 200% additional damage. Gold Finding champion damage reduced by 9%. You know Brig Hellclaw. If Brig is one of your higher damage dealers, choose his Cream of the Crop specialization. If not, choose Backup Singer and place him in the rear for formation to maximize type stacks. Cool. Musical accompaniment. This is 5,000 event tokens, Flyers Tarts. Complete area 175. Chase down a Masked Man and his Elf Bard who have performed a daring heist. An Elf Bard appears in each area with the Masked Man. Until the Elf Bard is destroyed, the Masked Man is invulnerable. Uh-oh, that can be scary at high levels. Every time the Elf Bard attacks, the damage of the Masked Man is increased by 100%. Oh, it gets worse! Cool. Getting to know Brig Hellclaw. Brig's Critical Moment ability helps turn up the volume when you're at your wall or in a boss area. Make sure he's ready to play when the Masked Man arrives. Ah! Nice. Hey, I like those. It's fun. Okay. Loki Gromrel, what's your highest Brig stacks? Mine is 55, but I have no clue when or where I got it. Okay, let's see what he's doing here. My highest appears to be 48 currently. 48. Messy Duval says 56 in chat. Grumpy Old Dwarf. Why can't failed bards open doors? They are off-key. You're quite welcome here. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you, Grumpy Old Dwarf. Thank you. Thank you. Zelos. Hey, that's my favorite Tales of Symphonia character. How do you get dritzed? Well, I'll tell you. I actually talked about this on the EGS special yesterday. But if you go back to your map screen, Grand Tour of the Sword Coast, baby. And this bottommost camp down here, the one that's right next to Waterdeep, this one, there is a variant for Underdeep Cartography. So you need to beat the Underdeep Cartography base adventure, and then you need to complete the Overdue Rendezvous variant for that adventure. In this variant, Drizzt actually accompanies you and takes up the middle slot, and it's just kind of useless. He doesn't actually do anything. He's just standing there menacingly. But if you beat this variant, then you will be rewarded with your very own Drizzt Do'Urden. That's how you get him. That's how you get the boy. Prince Guinevere. How many bars does it take to change a light bulb? Just one. They hold the bulb and think the world revolves around them? Hey, nice. That's pretty good. The Lurking Rider. Why was the singer not allowed in the tavern? Because the owner said, you're barred! Like you're barred from entering. You are banned. You're barred. That's very good. Very good. I'm loving these. Thank you, chat. Thank you. Especially with the tech issue we're having right now. A little levity helps my anxiety. Thank you. Silverian, why did the mammoths die out? There weren't any dads. Oh, like mom and dad. Okay, not a bard joke. But I'll take it. Thank you. Cassius, 335. So how many rogue bards, or bard rogues, do we have in the game right now? Well, let's see. And let's do... Okay. Let's see. There's the Nerds. That's 1. There's Brig. That's 2. Human is 3. So it looks like that's it. It looks like we have 3 multi-class bard rogues in the game currently. Yeah. Freely is a bard warlock, not a bard rogue. I made that mistake a lot. When Freely first came out, like, looking at him, I don't know, like, I guess it's the leather armor, the cape. I just, in my brain, I kept thinking of him as at least part rogue. But he's not in Idle Champions. He is a Bard Warlock in Idle Champions, specifically. Irian's been on the phone a lot and is wondering what is today's tea. It's Bard's Blend from Friday afternoon. I picked out a themed tea for today. It's very good. Joe Mallow, how many altos does it take to change a light bulb? None, they can't reach that high. Little music humor there. Now you gotta be careful with that, because while I appreciate it, also, I don't understand music. Basically, at all. Okay, so this has been going fine. I feel like we are only moments away from reaching a limit here. From actually reaching a wall. Looks like these enemies have E84 health. Yeah. And I am doing about E90, E91 damage. So I don't think we're going to get past 400. Actually, for that matter, I'm really worried about 350. I don't think 350 is going to happen. Just because the Masked Man boss can one-shot anyone he hits. And I think the only knockback we have here is Brig's ultimate. Yeah. I keep glancing at the Almirage over Brig because that's just very fitting. But that does remind me to talk about this little bit. If you go into your shop right now, with the release of Brig, there's also this Ascendant Brig Hellclaw theme pack. Which is a fantastic skin for Brig. And also, you get Spiky, the Almirage familiar, always hiding from Brig, who, if you look closely, is dressed exactly like Brig. Even having Brig's beard. Look at that. The little Danger Bunny has a beard, just like Brig. It's fantastic. You also get this 50,000 gem feat. And, like, in my case, where I just bought the feat for 50,000 gems, if I actually were to buy the pack at this point, I would get those 50,000 gems back. Like, I don't just lose out on that. You also get 16 gold Brig chests and a potion of the Gold Hunter, which makes sense to me because he's very golden here. Is there a guide for Brig yet? Bill Slowski? That's a great question. Let me check the Reddit real quick. Ah, I see Venomous has their TLDR guide up for Brig, which is accurate and amusing. Well, usually. I haven't actually read through this one yet, but I appreciate that Venomous does this, that they put this out there, because, man, like, there's... brevity is difficult, especially for someone like me, which is ironic because I prefer brevity in all things that I consume. I'm long-winded, but short-minded. So, I like shorter things. I'm glad that Venomous does this. I hope they keep it up. But, am I seeing Gar's Guide to Brig up yet? I see Garwar's Guide to Liar's Night Year 5, but that's not necessarily the guide to Brig specifically. I also don't see Silesa's evaluation of Brig up yet, so might just be stay tuned. Yeah, looks like, yeah, there's the Venomous guide, the TLDR guide, up on the Reddit, but otherwise I'm not seeing, like, Gar's Guide or Silesa's evaluation. Irian's asking, how am I finding Brig? What sort of values for volume up are people stacking up? Yeah, so I've seen people sounding off in chat about, like, 40s, 50s. I don't think anyone has said anywhere in the 60s as their highest yet. Mine's highest is still 48. Oh, here's the one I was worried about. No, we took him out just fine. Okay. Really, I guess it's just as long as we are killing all of the enemies before the Masked Man gets to the party, then we're doing fine for actually taking out the Masked Man. Oh, someone in chat saying that someone got it up to 75. Wow. I wonder if it's even possible to get it over 100. I wonder if there is, like, maybe during development they figured out what the absolute highest possible is? Might be a good question for Developer Insights. To just ask, like, hey, what's the highest you could possibly get with Briggs? Volume up. Star Chaser. Mars, after you stream tomorrow, will that be a personal record for most hours in a week streamed for C&E? It might. That would put me at 6 for the week. I feel like I've done 6 before. I've definitely done 5 in a single day. Because of, Storyteller Mars Presents. Like, there's been, like, 3 times that I've done, a D&D game for C&E, and those were 3-hour sessions. So, and that would have been, like, on the same day that I did a Guiding Hand. So that would have been 5 hours total. So, yeah, maybe this is the most I've done in 1 week for C&E, which is fine. Because for a while, I was doing, like, oh gosh, close to, I think I was doing, like, 20 hours of streaming on my own channel, while also doing my customary 2 hours of Guiding Hand. So, doing a lot of streaming does not bother me. I love it. This is what I live to do. It is both my living and my life. I really enjoy streaming thoroughly. Flanagan, off-topic question. Halloween is near, and with it comes a lot of pumpkins. In Spanish, if someone gives you pumpkins, they're rejecting you. Really? Is there some phrase in English like this? That's fascinating. I love learning about other cultures. That's really cool. No, I've never heard of something like that before. If someone gave me a pumpkin, I would like it very much. I wouldn't think of it as a rejection. I would think of it as a celebration. Huzzah! Pumpkins! I like pumpkins. I like pumpkin spice. I like pumpkin pie. I like pumpkin anything, really. I like actual pumpkins. Both for decoration and for eating. It's just a good old gourd. No, I can't think of any equivalent English phrases. That's very interesting, Flanagan. Thank you for sharing that with us. Onamanga, who is Mars' current fave champion? Okay. Well, it's Brig. I'm wearing the shirt today and everything. I'm no joke actually really excited for the release of Brig. I'm not Jason Charles Miller. I could never even pretend to be. In my eyes, the guy's like basically a living legend, right? I mean, think about all the work he's done, all the lives he's affected. It's incredible. And then couple that with, specifically, he is one of our people for the C&E Games Twitch channel. He's one of our hosts, one of our performers. I would say the performer, since he actually performs with an instrument and singing and all that, so it's extremely cool. I think the art of creation in general is fascinating. And in music specifically is mystifying to me. Because I don't know, like, anything about music. Oh, hey! Cool! We just got Briggs' personal achievement, which is turn it up to 50, get Briggs' hype stacks to 50 or higher. I forgot to even look at that. Wow. So, you saw it here. I wasn't paying attention to it. I didn't even know about it. I just put Brig in the formation and just let it ride. And it happened naturally. It was probably just timed really well with one of his ultimates. Current stack's 54. Okay, so that's my new record, is 54 for volume up tracking. Nice. Very nice. Well, Grumpy Old Dwarf, if IC ever gets one or more evil bards, JCM should collaborate with The Cog is Dead for songs. I don't know who The Cog is Dead is, but Human. Martin pointed this out to me. I forgot to talk about Human earlier. Human is an evil bard. Yeah, we actually do have an evil bard. I forgot about Human. To be fair, Human is only a plain old regular human, after all. There's absolutely nothing special about them whatsoever. They're just literally a human. And there's nothing else to remark about. So, pretty easy to forget that Human is a bard. Martin wants pumpkin pie now, and I concur. The irony is that I have 6 different pies in my house right now, and none of them are pumpkin pie. That was a mistake. Penlair, question, when a boss is powering up, does it get more hit points or damage resistance? I get the impression that if I upgrade the characters, they still can't kill the boss, but if I back off and go back to the level, it's usually killed quickly. No. I've never known that to be a thing. I've never suspected that to be a thing. I've never seen anyone remark about that being a thing. I'm pretty confident that bosses do not get more hit points or damage resistance when they are powering up, when they are enraging. I don't think that's a thing. And we are caught up on my questions now. Very nice. Pumpkin pie Kit Kat bars? Snob, I didn't even know. I had, like, Orange Blossom Kit Kat bars a few days ago, imported from Japan. Those were fantastic. But, no, I didn't even know about pumpkin pie Kit Kat bars. Kit Kats are actually my favorite chocolate candy bar thing. I love Kit Kats. I don't have them terribly often, but I enjoy them. You'd think it would be Mars bars, and you'd be wrong. Although I do like those. They're just hard to find here. Okay, well, we have cracked E100 DPS, and only working with E4 favor. So, I am actually quite content with all bards. This is, weirdly enough, a viable formation. You can clear content with this. Not everything, but you could clear content with an all bards formation. That's so cool. I love that you can do that. You definitely can't do that with all the classes in the game. We have very few barbarians, for example. But yeah, all bards. It works. I think we're... Yep. We have probably... If not here, then probably in the next, like, 20 stages would be our wall. So I'm content with this. Let's put familiars on ultimates. Alright. Go. Maybe this will help. We still have Fire Breath Potion on, so That should still be helping with our click damage kills here. But oh yeah, nerds are just getting wiped instantly now. Darn. Oh yeah, oof. Yeah, I think we're done on this formation. Sad as it is, we should take some pride in that we did blow past stage 400. That's amazing. Okay, so let's see. Yep, Birdsong is 100% of our TPS. Alright, let's end it there. We can probably optimize a little by shifting some things around, but I don't want to obsess over it. We can do other interesting things. Okay. Highest attack dealt champion, Ariza. Highest base attack damage champion, Birdsong. E108 damage dealt. 4.69 E108. That was our highest Bud Spike, I suppose. Cool. Cool. Okay, so back to Liar's Night. And we certainly have more favor now. We went up by E10 favor during that little excursion. So let's actually play some variants here. Well, this is appropriate. Let's just follow up what we just did with the actual one that they want me to do this in. There we are. Load formation, please. Thank you. Load formation, please. Thank you. Much better. And I'll take Cream of the Crop. And I'll take Always Expect Chaos. And I'll take Bard. And Additional Secrets. And Empowered Blessing. And that'll be good. Great. Okay. Now we'll just let this go at normal speed. Oh, and I didn't even use my good core for that one. I used my fast core, not my modest core. That would have got me like another 50 stages. Or more, possibly. So yeah, definitely a viable formation. Fun. Silverian, at what level does Ashara get her second bond? Ooh. I know it's in the E30s favor range, or gold range. Let me check. I have a spreadsheet here. Kind of. Ashara's second bond happens at level 325, and you need E31. 5.41 E31 gold to afford that. There you are. Hope that helps. Onamanga, if your tank makes your team stronger based off the number of people hitting them, you should start out stronger early in a boss wave. Maybe that's it? Your tank makes your team stronger based off the number of people hitting them. Well, some tanks work like that, but not all tanks. Hashtag not all tanks. Yeah. Like Nayeli, that certainly works for, but just because it works for one character, don't assume it works for all characters of that same type. Dark Aquarius, question, what does the skull under the enemy mean? Oh, who would be putting skulls on? I mean, there's so many icons. The skull under the enemies. Well, we're killing the enemies too quickly for us to actually mark anything. Any champion in my team could kill everyone right now. Every monster we come up against. Is that Melf's debuff? Well, we didn't have Melf on the field when this question was asked. We didn't have Minsk on the field either. This question was asked during our All Bards formation. So it has to be someone in the team currently. And out of everyone here, I'm not sure which of them would put a skull mark on anyone. Yeah, they're killing the enemies too quickly for us to actually be able to tell. Actually, I kind of like not having the familiars on the field. So we can just watch them do their thing. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So, sorry, Dark Aquarius. I'm not sure. Snobberger, regarding pumpkin pie Kit Kats, they were in a bowl at work. I imagine they came in a variety pack like you would hand out for Halloween. Ah, okay. I can think of a couple places I might be able to find those. Then again, maybe I can just order some online. But thanks, Snob. Minsk was the right answer, apparently? But I didn't even have Minsk in the formation! Minsk wasn't even out! I had Minsk out earlier, I think, when I was doing speed farming on Mad Wizard loops. I didn't even have Minsk on the field for the All Bards thing. They might have been asking for themselves. Ah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's fair. They might have just been asking in their own game. Yes, so if you are a new player, and you're wondering about these big red skulls that are showing up under certain monsters, but not all monsters that come up against you in your adventures, that is very likely going to be Minsk. Minsk is a Slot 7 champion. He's one of your default characters. And his specialization lets you choose a favored enemy. And this would be a type of enemy that he is significantly skilled at taking out. You can find out the type of an enemy by hovering over them with your cursor. And just for a second there, you can see that wolf is a beast-type enemy. The rat is a beast-type enemy. The Dwargar that shows up will be a humanoid enemy. And if whatever specialization you pick, whatever creature type you pick, when that creature type shows up in that adventure, they're going to have a big red skull under them. Because that's showing you, visually, that that creature is Brig's favorite enemy. Not Brig, Minsk's favorite enemy. Can you imagine if Brig had favorite enemy? What would Brig's favorite enemy be? What would Brig specialize in killing? A cold room. Because he would hype it up instantly. Music critics! Favorite enemy, music critics! Favorite enemy, silence, despair. Alright, this is really good answers, chat. Good job. Nice. Yeah, I like those answers. Very good. Check the box so that orange is in the Nerd's cart, and then don't put a familiar on it. So that they'll actually tank for your bards. Probably also want Ranger's third one. Yeah. See, like, that's the thing. I mentioned that I didn't want to fiddle around with, like, actually optimizing the formation, because there's more fun things we could do. But since we are actually doing basically the exact same thing, just to stage 75, yeah, we've got the time for it, so we might as well. In my head, I was thinking, like, what color nerds do I actually want if I were to take this out as far as I can? And, like, I'd want to switch over to my Modest Core and make sure to check all the placements of my characters in the formation. I didn't want to actually optimize it. But we could. We have the time for it. Alright, so let's start shaking that box. So I want Bard, definitely. It's going to be green. Nope, that's, yeah, green. Good. And I want orange, yeah, for fighter. And then, yeah, the Ranger's, like, debuff mark is really good, so yeah, I guess I'll just go green, red, orange. Yeah, alright, so bloop. Nope, gotta roll it again. Gotta shake that box again. Yeah, Balkan, it locks in the nerd color that you choose. That is correct. Do it again. Nope. Still not the one I want. So you'll see I'm getting the green nerd every time. I would like to get green, red, and orange at the same time. So if I see blue, purple, or yellow in the cart, then I'm going to shake the box again. Oh, the moderator Mars song just ended. Yeah. I do sing it like that in my head. Because it fits perfectly. And I'm sorry again about the mic issue. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I'm looking at it. It looks perfectly fine. Test recordings before this were fine. I'll work on it. I'll try to get this fixed for the show tomorrow. For that matter, I don't know how long Yeti mics are supposed to last. Maybe I need to get another one. Maybe I need to upgrade to, like, a real professional microphone. This was, like, I guess, Baby's first streaming mic for me. I did try disconnecting and reconnecting it, yes. Twice, in fact. It didn't help. Look at that ultimate! Just the rainbow... They could have just left it at regular spotlights, but they made it, like, rainbow shimmering spotlights. Ah! So good! I love that. We should open chests! We should actually get gear for this guy! We haven't done that! Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Alright, let's do 10 at a time. 10 Electrum chests, here we go. Boom. Lead singer threads. While I'm invisible, you can't appreciate this look. But once I sneak attack... Jester's cap. What's funny is that this hat goes with everything I own. By the way, hey, real quick. Have y'all noticed the flavor text on gems? Has that always been a thing for Electrum Chest gem drops? Because I've just never noticed it until like a week ago. That just slipped past me. Yeah, so 100 gems. This says, have you heard of a wizard named Valindra Shadowmantle? I have. Oh, nice. We actually got all of his gear. Sweet. Unpredictable wand. You try for a fireball, but you work with turned opponent blue. Battle loot. It falls out of tune when I bring it to a battle, but it hits hard. Starter song. What rhymes with sirens? Damage goggles. These will work when the pyrotechnics blow. Floppy hat. I started as a jester, but I like this life better. And battered loot. This dentist from a guy who rushed the stage with a dagger. Oh, jeez. Deadly. Oh, yeah, we should do 11 chests at a time! You're so right! You're so right, Surgeon. Yeah, okay, so this goes to 11. Let's see if we can get all blue. Bardic Inspiration. It's Bardic Inspiration! It's music creation! It's Bardic Inspiration! We're down in the basement. Sometimes music just writes itself. Hey, chat! I'm curious. And it's okay to take some time to think about this one. What's your favorite Bardic Inspiration song? It doesn't have to be, like, from the released, like, Volume 1 thing. It can be, like, from any of the episodes of Bardic Inspiration. I'm really curious. Because I certainly have opinions. And I'm curious what yours are. So out of all 51 Bardic Inspiration songs, what is your favorite? I'm seeing Purple Worm, Drop of Time, Brimstone Angels, Demogorgon, Hive Mind, Displaced Displacer, Bahamut, Shandy, Rig Hellclaw, the Archon one. Wow, all of those answers just now were different. There weren't any doubles in that whole, like, list of answers there. That's amazing. That really shows you, like, how talented the guy is. Like, he's not just doing, like, one song that everybody loves. No, like... Jeez, Mars, you could have asked an easier question. Sorry, Nice Angus. I'm legitimately curious. Do some more. Have you met the Mad Wizard? Oh, I'd say we're familiar. We go back a long way, the Mad Wizard and I. In hindsight, we should have expected the Gibbering Mouther. Let's see, other people said, oh, Bayushi Akira just got their Brig hype stacks to 75 by allowing 100 enemies to pile up on them at a boss level, then hitting the ult and using right spec. Nice! Thanks for that tip, Bayushi. I'm sure people will appreciate that. I do. Lurking Rider says tough one because they contributed to a few of them. Cool. Cool. I have one line that made it into the Spurt song very early on with Bardic Inspiration. So I'm happy about that. Wand of Surprise. Grass wasn't what I expected, but it's also not what that villain expected. Is that all blues now? Nope, we still got a few more, so let's open a few more. While I check the other questions chat. So again, chat, I'm just dreadfully curious, what's your favorite Bardic Inspiration song? If you haven't said yet, please let me know. I want to know. Gelatinous Cube, unsung hero of the dungeon, an exterminator of the news. Gelatinous Cube. Titan tinted goggles, they just look cooler. Nice. Oh, Greatest Dwarven King. Oh, absolutely. That's an absolute banger. Love that one. I'm also seeing the one for Elminster with Ed Greenwood. That was an unforgettable episode. The thing that they had Ed Greenwood himself. Incredible. War Loot. War Loot! He's coming for you! Metal has a great sound and is much more durable. Sweet. Okay. So that took, what? 55 Electrum chests? What? Hey, Martin? Hey, I think the CTAs are off. Oh, wait. It's the Reddit Q&A. Ah. So that might actually be live? Is it? It's weird for it to start at the bottom of the hour instead of the top of the hour. It is actually live. Nice. Okay, great. Hey, if y'all have questions for Sean over on the Reddit Q&A, check it out. After the show. Please. Or just open it up another tab, you know. Hang out with me. I want to know. I want to know your answers to my questions while I answer your questions. Okay, so other ones just to catch up. Penelope's song, Won't You Be My Friend? Won't you be my friend? It's so pleasant. Tie between Brimstone Angels, Moneylender Mert, and Dragon Queen. Hive Mind or Drop of Time. Demogorgon or the Desk of Omendran. Hashtag ad, yes. Oh, the Omen song is so good. Okay. The Demogorgon song is the most Iron Maiden-like. Hell yeah. Brimstone Angels, Drop of Time, Greatest Dwarven King, Dragon Queen, or Penelope. Orkira's fun too. Yes, it is. Like, it's so fast. I can see Orkira's song being like, imagine you're at a convention and you've got like a huge crowd of people and you get up on stage and you start playing Orkira's song and you're just gonna go in like, you're just gonna go faster and faster and see like who can keep up with you and who like falls out of it. It feels like a convention party song. Orkira's song is really fun. The name of the Orisa song, I don't remember the name of the Orisa song. Dragon Queen is cool. The show will always go on. Deacon's Tale of Doom, Greatest Dwarven King. Yeah. Moneylender Mert is a bop. I agree. That's the one you always catch me singing the most on this show is Moneylender Mert. The Acking theme song, yeah. Oh man, it's good. Question for Sean, why aren't you watching Mars' show? To be fair, I'm not on at my normal time. Sean's got a job to do after all. We all have our obligations. So, I'm not in any way insulted. You do you, Sean. I get it. It's cool. Very nice. Thank you, chat. Thank you. for chiming in about your favorite Bardic Inspiration songs. The Demon and the Witch, definitely suitable for spooky season, alongside Avern's The Boy Who Tricked the Devil. He's the boy who tricked the devil. He's the man who became a god. Oh, yeah, that's nice. I kind of want, like, oh, Dance Macabre, yeah! What if we could get, like, a minor key version? You ever listen to minor key versions of, like, popular songs, and it instantly makes them super creepy? Spooky? Scary? That's fun. I wonder what minor key versions of Bardic Inspiration songs would sound like. That could be really cool. Oh, we don't have anyone leveling up, Ellie and Oriza. Gotta fix that. There we go. Alright. So, I asked you an unfair question, chat, because, Hearthling Idol Champ turned it right back on me by asking, what's your 3 favorite Bardic Inspiration songs? Do I have to pick 3? Can I pick, like, 20? I'd say that right now... The top 51, yeah, in no particular order, my top 51 Bardic Inspiration songs are the entire list. Oh my god, minor key version of Penelope's song, just imagine. Won't you be my friend? Ooh, that would be good. Oh, that'd be really good. Good thinking, Cassius. Yeah, I would love to get Volume 2 and beyond. Just more, all of them, please. Every Idol Champions Bardic Inspiration song needs a studio release. I would love that. My top 3. Avern's is really good. It's really, really good. And in no particular order. Boy, train the devil. Greatest Dwarven King. Drop of Time. Avern, Bruenor, Strahd. But, boy, that's tough. Boy, that's a tough one to pick. Dragon Queen is also very good. I'm not saying I dislike any of the songs. It's kind of like, I don't know, like if I have 100% of love to give, let's say 111% of my love to give to Bardic Inspiration songs, then it's like a perfect split of however much that is for all 51, and then maybe like tweak it by fractions of a percent for ones I favor over others. Like, it's just barely, because they're all really high quality. But that's the thing for me, is like, as you can tell that they're all really high quality, he puts a lot of effort into all of them. Because he's good at what he does. It's not just a hobby, it's his career. He's an actual, honest-to-God musician. Rock star. So every song he makes ends up being good. The 5-minute song he played on Idle Champions Presents, really good. Like, he came up with it in 5 minutes, not that it lasted 5 minutes. You know what I'm talking about. Spoilers. Idle Champions Presents 2, The Trials of Mount Tiamat. First episode, last week. Or, no, earlier this week, actually. Jeez. For some reason, I thought it was, Monday, not Thursday. Wow. Yeah, so, first episode of Idle Champions Presents Trials of Mount Tiamat was this week, Monday evening. And it's been a long week, I agree, Martin. It's been a very, very long week, and it ain't over yet. We got more. We got more. But James Charles Miller wrote a song to impress a couple of dragons, just off the cuff. and it was a really cool moment when he picked up his guitar. Like he physically, in the real world, in the meat space, he picked up his guitar like he was about to do a thing, and the rest of the cast, like, looked at him like... because they felt it coming. They knew what was about to happen. He's not just going to pick up his guitar and not play it. And then what happened after that was magic. So, go check it out if you haven't yet. I voted for Havilar to gain a luck die, by the way. I kind of felt bad, because last week... where was it? I think it was... Yeah, there we go. I put 5 votes in on Baloth for haste, but in hindsight, I feel like I should have gone all in on Havilar, because a fighter with haste is a beautiful thing to behold. How many attacks you want to do, Havilar? All of them would have been really, really good. And so I kind of regret that. I kind of regret voting Baloth instead of Havilar. So I voted Havilar for gaining a luck die. Much love to Aaron and Evans. Hope the next show goes equally well, if not better, than the first one. A couple more questions. Dunanute. Briggs' number of hype stacks isn't showing up in his upgrades or formation buffs tab for me. Is there a way to see the numbers? Is he in your formation? That's the first thing I would check. Make sure you put him in your formation. So, right now I'm seeing his outgoing effects for all this stuff, but if I take him out... Well, it didn't let me actually do that. Hey. Oh, right! I can't do that in this variant! I can't do that in this variant. I can't take him out. Anyway. Make sure he's in your formation, first of all. Switch tabs, and then go back to it. Restart your game. That's always worth trying, just closing and reopening your game. And then at that point, if you're still not seeing it, send in a ticket. Haste is absolutely bonkers. I agree, Andrea. Yeah. Haste... Anything that affects the action economy in Dungeons & Dragons is always going to be, like, a top-tier spell. Just because of the way the game works. Like, anything that just lets you have more of a turn is going to be priceless value. So, yeah. A high-level fighter, I mean, they're, like, level 17. Seeing Havilar with haste at level 17? Oh, that would have been incredible. Severna. I am playing Averin's variant with cosplaying Archon and Minsk. I know from yesterday Archon is Joe. Yeah. Yeah, that's a very fun little Easter egg. But who is Minsk? I don't know. I don't know if that's supposed to be anyone. It might be one of the devs, for all I know. I'll just say this: I haven't heard of the Minsk cosplayer, supposed to be someone. The Archon cosplayer is Joe Manganiello, yes. The Minsk cosplayer, I don't know. Dr. Zedgekaj. Question. Last time there was an event when you voted like that, the best reward from the dice roll was familiar. What's the best reward from the dice in this one? It is also familiar! I got it! Hashtag StreamerLuck. I even posted in the Discord about it. Check it out. Bloop. It's Baby Bahamut. It's Baby Bahamut! Garwar says Bahamut. But I have always said Bahamut. So I don't know which is correct. But Baby Platinum Dragon. We'll say that. Yeah. So if you roll a 6, you'll get Baja Baby. You'll get Baja Blast. Sorry, that's stupid. Alright, we'll just let this ride for the rest of the episode. Alright, and we are caught up on questions once again. You kind of hate my luck right now. I'm sorry! Oh my gosh. No, actually, I gotta mention this. Alright. You know how we joke about, like, hashtag streamer luck? I even made a silly button for it that plays a voice clip of Sean anytime I do something ridiculously lucky in Idle Champions. Okay, so my partner plays Idle Champions. She plays on tablet on an Apple tablet, iOS, an iPad. That's the word for it. She plays on an iPad. And she had never, in like 2 years of playing the game with me, she had never found a natural shiny. Ever. She hands me her game and says, "Honey, open some chests for me." I open up 300 silver chests and instantly find 2 natural shinies. And the first one was for Delina. I didn't even react to it. I was just like, yep, that's expected. That's just how it goes. I can't tell if this game loves me or hates me. Maybe a little column A, a little column B. Yeah. Not kidding. She had never found a natural shiny in 2 years of playing the game. She hands me her game, and I instantly get her 2 natural shinies. And one is for Delina. Mars, can we have you opening our chests? If you ever meet me in person at, like, a convention or something, and you hand me your game, if it's on, like, I don't know, a tablet or a phone or whatever, sure, I'll open some chests for you. We'll see if Mars Luck actually works out in the world. We could try. Is Delina actually used for anything? Memes. Next question. The Lurking Rider. How many questions left before 50 have been asked and answered? Well, you were question 43 with that one, Lurking Rider. So I need 7 more. Idiot controls someday. Hey, I have a question. Do background parties get significantly fewer gems? I had a big background party go 50 levels this morning, and when I checked on it, there were 0 gems. Is that unusual? It's not unusual to have background messing up. Yeah, I have had mixed results with using background parties. It seems like it's just as often that it will work perfectly as it will just not. Like, I'll just lose out on parties resetting or earning as many gems as they're supposed to, or what have you. I don't know what's going on with that. Like, I'm not the guy that works on that stuff. I don't know. I would love for backgrounds to be working perfectly. The fact that they exist at all is very nice, because there's a lot of fun things you can do in the game. Like, if I switch to a background party, and I could bring over one of my characters, like I could recall them into that party, and then go back to my first party and recall them back to the first party, and then I could level them up and choose their specialization again, instead of having to use a specialization potion. Pretty sure that works. And there's some like favor conversion shenanigans you can do with background parties. It's cool. I like the fact that we have background parties. I just wish that they worked more consistently. You'll see I don't even have any going at this point. I'm really just a one active party guy at this point. I just use the one. Zelos, as a streamer, does it ever bother you answering the same questions over and over? So, okay, it's cool that you asked that. Real talk, Zelos. It did at first, but think about it. I'm 81 episodes deep into Mars Guiding Hand. With 2 hours at a time, that's 162 hours of streaming for just this show. And in each show, I try to aim for 50 questions answered. There's a lot of repeats. Not as many as you might think, but there are quite a few. So eventually, you just kind of hit a point where, no, that doesn't bother you anymore. It stopped bothering me the day I realized that I could use repeat questions as a way of practicing answering questions more quickly and efficiently. Like getting the same information out faster and better. So every time I see a repeat question, it's like a skill check now. It's like, hey, here's one that you have tackled before. Can you do it better this time? That sparks in my mind every time I see a repeat now. So it's actually fun because of that. Good question, thank you. Scenario, sounds like your partner's luck is a bit like mine. I have a 10% win rate at 50-50 chances, like rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, she does have significantly lower luck stat than mine. Or Idle Champion, specifically. Derp King, question, does having failures assigned to ultimates affect offline progress? I don't believe so. I don't believe so. With 3 questions left. 3 questions left. Are you starting a Trials Mount Tiamat campaign, J-Dog? I am. Got one right here. Oh, nice. Looks like everyone's ready to go. So, yeah, Baby League, Major Pain, Cyrus, and Jurian Sky. Alright, I'm gonna have to actually think about it, because I almost always take Mako, so I'm gonna have to take someone else. Not Ashara. Love my Ashara. But, yeah, so after this show, runs out, at the top of the hour, I'll pick out my character, and we'll actually start that party. And, next week, I'll have another group ready to go. We're doing a Trials Mount Tiamat group on Guiding Hand every week. Mantis 5005 question, to which platform should I migrate my WebGL calling out? Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought that this might come up at some point. I mean, honestly, whatever's the most convenient for you is going to be the real answer. Yeah. There's going to be an official statement about this, I believe, on the 26th? Is that right? There'll be an official statement on this soon. So just stay tuned for this, but yeah, for those of you wondering that question that Mantis just posed, I mean, the answer is going to be whatever's convenient for you. I actually have a WebGL account I've been working on as well. And I might go with Switch, honestly, for mine. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Alright. Oh, Martin tells me there was an announcement today somewhere. They announced... Okay, it was announced on the Reddit Q&A. Okay, so it's good to actually talk about it now. Cool. Yeah, so, heads up, WebGL players. End of life, or sunsetting, WebGL. Which is sad, but it also means making more time to work on making things better for the other platforms. Yeah. Which is good, because we definitely need some quality of life updates for various things. So, that'll be nice. Oh, and Lurking Rider, before you end the stream, I just want to say massive thanks once again. You're a really important and appreciated part of this community, Mars. Thank you. You are too. You all are. I didn't just decide 4 years ago that I was going to be doing this and affecting this many people. I was just like you. I was just a random person who saw a D&D game on Steam and decided, I'll try it for a couple of weeks. I've gone a bit longer than a couple of weeks at this point. What I'm saying is, any of you could be doing what I'm doing. You just have to commit. Which is certainly what I did. But thank you, Lurking Rider, for your kind words. Just don't forget how important and special you are as well. All of you. Because we wouldn't have a community without a community. And that's all of you. So, thank you all for being here and being a part of this as well. And with that, I believe I need to, actually... wrap things up here. Yes, because we definitely have a show coming up. Alright, cool. So, thank you, all of you, for joining me for this episode of Mars Guiding Hand. And that did take us to 50, by the way, so I'll see you again tomorrow! And I'm going to try to fix that mic, so don't sweat it. I will try. What I'm going to do is actually go back through literally all of your comments and try everything everyone suggested. So, thanks! Make sure to tune in to all the amazing shows that we have on the C&E Games Twitch channel. There are so many. We have several more coming up just today, for that matter. I see Community Q&A. I see Idle Insights. I see Developer Insights, and then Garwar's Guide to Everything. So we have a jam-packed schedule, even just today. And then I'll be back tomorrow, too. Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's always a lot going on. Make sure to tune in to all of those shows. You can follow Idle Champions on social media. We're everywhere at this point. Discord, Reddit, Steam, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. There's like 2 YouTube channels for that matter. It's a lot. And Martin just posted the list of them. Check them all out. It's good stuff. You can find me on Twitter at Ryan Blake Hall. That's my real name, but please just call me Mars. It's definitely what I'm used to at this point. I also stream on my own Twitch channel, which I haven't done a lot of lately because CD's kept me very busy, but I'm happy about that. But I do Idle Champions, I do wood burning, I do live reading, and I play a lot of other video games as well. That's over at twitch.tv/StorytellerMars. Thank you to Codename Entertainment for this ongoing, incredible opportunity to be part of the game and the community that I love and adore so very, very much. Thank you to our wonderful moderator, Martin, today. You're awesome. Literally couldn't do it without you. Thanks for running that poll earlier. That was really fun. 48%! Wow, that was heavily weighted. People wanted to see the All-Bards formation, and I'm glad for it. It was really fun. Anyway, wherever you are in the multiverse, please stay safe. It's a scary world. It continues to be. And, you know, it will be every day for different reasons. But make do as much as you can. Be kind to others, because you never know what someone's going through. Be kind to yourself. And don't forget what you're going through. And until next time, look sharp. Bye-bye, everybody! You can be my end of stream.